Hello, everyone. Welcome again on Tory Day. We are live today to talk about what is going on in our community. We have a lot that's been happening. We have, especially as far as football or soccer is concerned. And by the way, I believe the American president said they need to change that name, the NFL, to something else because the soccer is the real football. So we have a lot that is been going on, especially with the African Cup of Nations about to start a couple of days to go, like 21st of December. We are already the 9th of December, so a couple more days to go. And then a lot has been happening in the Cameroonian team and most African country as well. So we gathered today. We're going to talk about what's trending, what's going on, and what happened with the president of the Cameroonian Federation, the interview granted yesterday to several medium from Cameroon. So we're going to debrief that. We're going to talk about it, and we really invite you to come and give your own view of the issue, the topics. And then, as usual, please do share, do comment, and you can comment at a certain point of the live. We're going to open the phone line for you guys to chip in your own view, your own opinion. As usual, we always bring our ideas together to make our community to grow. Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the show.
Now, the very first thing I really liked about Samuel Eto's interview was the fact that it happened in Cameroon, a local station that was not just him going there to clarify certain things. That was him actually endorsing them, not just endorsing them, but giving them the spotlight, almost the same spotlight he gave Fabrizio Romano or something. And we are definitely sure that someday Samuel Eto'o is going to be sitting somewhere on Tory Day to talk, and not only talk, but share information, educate, and also give us a spotlight that we can actually benefit from talking to somebody like him. Yes, thank you to everyone who is watching. It's going to be another wonderful segment. It's going to be another wonderful conversation. From time to time, either me or Innocent will try to speak French because our French followers were complaining that we used to speak French and English. All of a sudden, we want to just speak English, which is helping them learn. But at least sometimes, in the midst of the conversation, they just want us to say some things in French. That way, to balance the platform. We are Cameroonians. We should take advantage of the fact that we speak French and English. Innocent, I don't know. Where do you want us to start?
I mean, let's start from the list. No, not the list. Let's start with the appointment of Agu. We already talked about it, the list and all of that, but we can talk a little bit more because some updates has happened to the list, so we can a little bit talk about those players that are coming in to replace those who are injured. So we can start from the list because we have like 12 more days to go. 12 more days to go to the AFCON, and hopefully they go according to the program. They are getting together. The gathering is going to start on the 15th, and so hopefully they'll have enough time to practice, to create that cohesion, to bring that other spirit, the discipline they needed. They lacked so much this past few months, and to be able to do something at the AFCON.
I'm actually hoping also at the end of the day, these guys are professionals. It doesn't really matter. We have just one player that's playing from Cameroon, and they're playing for a good club, a very organized club. They have a very professional form, a good coach. So I think most of them are professional to a certain extent. And that is what professionalism means. It means that even if you guys get together 2, 3, 4 days before the game, you guys already understand the basics of football. So you already know, okay, once I'm going like this, it means a dédoublement. In this situation, it's supposed to mean an in-deux. At this time of the night, 9 p.m., we have training tomorrow. I have to be sleeping. I know if I need my side. Like, these guys are supposed to, and that's why it's supposed to be easy when they come to the national team to play. But then, when it's a team that is made up of guys who feel like they are too big, they can invite people to come to their hotel and they stay until late in the night, or they can just leave the hotel and go to some supermarket or whatever, do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it. Then that's where it becomes difficult, because even when you're inside the field, when you don't respect the rules of football out of the field, you're definitely not going to respect them inside the field. That's the reason why you see somebody who calls himself a goalkeeper will leave his post to go to the 18-meter box and is trying to teach one of the best players of Manchester United how to play free kick. So I don't know, but yeah.
So yeah, we have a list of 28 soldiers, all right? And then out of that list, we have two players that's has been forfeited because of the injury. We have Jean-Charles Castelletto, that I was hoping to be the captain to this African Cup of Nations. Unfortunately, he got injured and he was replaced by our own brother, Che Malone. Che Malone, former Coton Sport defender. And I think he plays now for USM Alger in Algeria. So he will be coming in for Jean-Charles Castelletto that got injured. And we have another guy, Ambina, who got injured as well. And then he plays on social media a message to excuse himself for the AFCON, and he got replaced by another midfielder that we needed. This is the first time we heard about him, Mael Camden. I think he played in Brazil. He plays in Brazil. So so we have a newcomer. We don't know anything about it. I hope it's going to be a good surprise having him coming, and it's going to be a good momentum for him building his own career, building his own self-confidence and all of that. You know, for this player, when they call them to the national team and for this kind of big competition, he showcase, he put them under the spotlight and give them more a responsibility in their various clubs. So all those players that have been called to replace them, I hope Che Malone will go after this. It will get a better contract, maybe somewhere in Europe, because that boy is very talented and underrated.
And someone was asking me, oh, he heard that they call some guy called Che Malone. Is he up to the task? I laughed and I said, that's the reason why you guys should follow Toride. We've been talking about Che Malone for the longest of time. He was even captain of, I think, the junior national team for Aprim or something.
Yeah, he was.
When he was even captain for Coton Sport.
23,
he played for Coton Sport. Was captain. Ce n'est pas n'importe qui. No, it's not anybody that is captain for Coton Sport. Coton Sport is one of the most organized football club in Cameroon. So for you to be captain, you're not only supposed to be somebody who has good character. You have to be extremely talented also.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I know Che Malone, younger brother and things like that. I don't want to go into details, but that is him. Not just talented, very, very a person of good character, very, very disciplined. You understand? And guess what? After this guy, I think at some point in time they had even called him for the national team.
Yeah.
When they called, I think Eno and the rest of
Rigobert
called him. Yeah.
He played that game against Jamaica, the friendly we played before the World Cup. 2002.
Yeah.
So he played that game against Jamaica. So you know, and this is something I will cry forever. Back in the day, Rigobert organized that team, the team that played against Jamaica, from local players, and they drew 1-1 against Jamaica. So people that was playing Cameroonian league, they played that game and they drew 1-1. So you could have understand that this guy was bringing in, he was trying to push them that, hey guy, if you play well, you're gonna be called up. And that was a very big source of motivation for those players. So yeah, Che Malone was called for the national team with under Rigobert. Then onto the
so that is the thing. Our brother Gilbert is saying it was overdue. Yes, it was overdue. And the one other thing I enjoyed about Che Malone is the fact that even though they called him the first time and then they did not call him again, you did not hear him make any noise. You did not hear him go on social media and cuss someone. You did not hear him like other players who want to be like, oh, Samuel told this or Rigobert. No, he just stayed in quiet, kept playing his football, playing for wherever he's playing now, has played the Champions League final, and now he's having his opportunity. And I bet you guys, don't be surprised to see him actually play that position. They're not calling him because the person who actually called him, Pagu, knows him very well. Pagu did not call him because, okay, maybe I look at the list that they gave me, this is a person that is probably available. No, he knows Che Malone very, very well. And when he's calling him because he deserves to play. About the other guy, I don't know much about him. Where is yeah?
I think he plays in Brazil. I don't know much about him. That's why I say we're going to discover him. And he's going to be now under the spotlight. Hopefully he's going to come to a better club or to a better league. Because as of now, from what I heard, I've not really verified, he's playing like a 5th division in Brazil. So I don't know. And then, this is something that might cause polemics. We Cameroonian, we are 30 millions of coaches and all of that. So yeah, some people might say we didn't like players to call in the midfield to call him. I'm like, man, you got to understand that every coach has their player they feel comfortable with. Remember Nuhu Tolo is Rigobert's own player since the under 23 team. So when he moved on to the first team, he brought Nuhu Tolo with him and all of that. So yeah, definitely every coach has their own player. And from what I heard, David Pagu knows the guy very well and he knows how to use him. So yeah, let's see how he's gonna showcase this talent of his.
About that, I want to second what he said about coaches knowing who they are calling because they know how they're going to use them. I keep telling people football is 70% hard work and discipline and character, and just about 20% talent. That's the reason why Nasako was never a professional super player. But you have people like Alexandre Song or people who were not, maybe technically were not as good as me, play professional football because they understood it was about go ask people about like Django. Django will tell you when they were in the UCB, Samuel Eto'o will carry his boots and things like that. You understand? But who actually played for a professional? I keep telling people David Eto'o technically, tactically is far more better than Samuel Eto'o. But Samuel Eto'o is the one that plays professional football. So yeah, all we need is people who have a little bit of talent that can at least break and pass the ball, that can stand ahead in front of the pole and put it inside. But we need more of people who have good character, people who are ready to play for Cameroon, people who are ready to die for green, red, yellow. Those are, and that's the reason why countries like Congo and all of these countries are breaking through now because what they have is average talent, but they play more as a team. Yeah.
They say we go in, we give our all. We go in with everything because we have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. So everybody is expecting us to lose. So let's just go there and surprise them. And he's been working for Congo. Can you imagine Cameroon being knocked out by Congo? Could you imagine that? No. But now you see, when you have a team with a certain spirit, like they say the camaraderie, the spirit of togetherness, man, they can push in, they can roll over mountains. Okay, so this is what we need, and this is why this list, I'm totally okay with it. And remember, and this is going to be probably the transition to our next topic, talking about David Pagu. Remember, he removed a list on the 1st of December, and he made big choices by putting aside a lot of high-profile players, right, or big ego players, and he put them out. He put them out of the team because. When he was asked, he said that because I want to bring a new spirit to the team. I want to bring in discipline. And him being a son of a military, he said that, man, discipline is one of his late motive. We got to be disciplined and sacrifice for one another. And when we play for a nation like Cameroon, we want to be able to give our all. So when he selected his team, it was based on this spirit. So yeah, make big choices. So we're going to move on and talk about this David Pagu coming up as a national Cameroonian team.
I was going to ask, by the way, our chances of winning the Nations Cup, what do you think, the AFCON?
I'm not going to paraphrase. I'm not going to talk like the president, like you say, let's stay humble, right? But, we have this pride as a Cameroonian that in which competition we are getting ourselves into, we want to win, right? So I'm going to say that we have our chances because nowadays football is not as plain as it used to be. Like, oh no, this team is going to go this team is going to go there. If not, Cabo Verde wouldn't be in a World Cup and Cameroon wouldn't be home, right? So everything is just changed. And we know Cameroon, whenever they are against the wall, that's why they produce their most, they display a very better result. All right. So yeah, I'm going to hope that they do better. They do better than what we did the last time. And then hopefully, why not getting a 6-star on our jersey?
Yeah, I strongly believe also that we can do better than we did the other time. The other thing I wanted to just emphasize also is the fact that we are rebuilding already. Yeah, we are going there. There's a possibility we can grab the trophy because we have the talent, because we have the management, because we are a little bit more organized. But we are rebuilding already. That's the reason why it is okay for them to call a player who is third division in Brazil fifth division in Brazil. That is a message to every player everywhere that we are watching you guys. Discipline yourself, work hard, be productive, and you're gonna get a call up. For me,
another message, like there's nobody, you don't have a place cemented over here. So if you don't produce, you can play even with kids. So pay attention. So when you come for the national team, when you get that call up, you're coming to give your 100%, not 50, not 55, 100, not even 200% if you can. If not, we're gonna use player from 5th division and we go to the AFCON.
What do you think about Pagu?
Oh man, David Pagu. Let's start from the beginning. You know, he's a 56-old man, and he's had a lot of experience in sport. And he was trained, or he graduated from ENGS, the Cameroonian Youth Sport and Youth Institute, right? And then he was a fitness trainer. All right. So he was a fitness trainer in Cameroonian national military team. All right. And after that, he was a fitness trainer in Cameroon. I think it was on the 23 team as well. And then now in about 2012, he started coaching. He started coaching. And this is a coach that we've saw gradually moving from the fitness trainer to the coaching method, and now he went with PWG of Bamenda to win the league in 2020, right? And win the Cameroonian Cup the next year in 2021, right? He moved on to Stade Renard, that he third the league in 2023. Okay. And then he was appointed in 2024 as a deputy national coach. So you can see that he's been going gradually, but surely. So now that he's appointed the Cameroon national team coach, for me, it's not a surprise. This is somebody that you can trace his background, his coaching background. Wherever you've seen him pass, the guy is really good. And this is a very tactical and disciplined and physical player. So he knows how to play, to display these tactics that nowadays that we want. And he really like players that give them all, that give solidarity to the team, right? That I'm not playing here. If I have a ball here, I'm not gonna. No, we all tag, we all come back to defend. So I like the style a lot, and we've been seeing that. And by the way, he's Cameroonian head coach, but he was just appointed Coton Sport head coach as well. So I don't know.
It's not a coincidence. It's definitely not a coincidence that a few weeks ago he was appointed first Coton Sport head coach.
Exactly.
And then now, like I said, Coton Sport is a no-joke team. Coton Sport is not one of those clubs where your brother is Disney or my brother. No, it's merit. They choose the best. And we have seen coaches from Coton Sport go to coach national team, and they even qualify for the World Cup. So Coton Sport is a no-joke place. If Coton Sport decides to recruit you, then they see quality, then they see value, then they see a man that can actually do something. I think that is the same vision Fecafoot has, and that's why they appointed him. I believe he can do a good job. Not just us giving him the chance for the Nations Cup and then, oh no, he do a party. No. Let's give this man the time to build.
To work.
Football is not a one-day thing, especially with a country like Cameroon where we don't have a football culture. It's not easy, and that is what Etofis was trying to do. Put in place a football culture. That's the reason why we needed national coaches that can come and decide, okay, make this our style. And let our kids, the one that are 5 years now, start knowing that this is how we play football in our country. If it's Hemle, let it be Hemle. If it's tiki-taka, let it be tiki-taka.
That's even his philosophy.
Yeah, so we cannot just every now and then want to push things. I know Ayokegba will always want things to just go haphazardly, but sorry, we at Fecafoot this time around, we don't do things like that. And we know for sure Pagu is going to deliver.
So, like I was saying, you know, the coaching philosophy of Pagu is discipline tactics. You know, he's very known to be a rigorous coach, right? And then he always places emphasis on the development of youth. So that's why you're going to see young player. You see the list drop, the average age of the list it dropped. The average age in the national team was 28. It dropped from 28 to 25 just this one calling. So with time, you're going to see that our team is going to come younger and younger again, and this is exactly what we want, because nowadays you have the young folk running up and down, running 120 minutes. You can't afford to bring all the players that are not bringing more, that are not added value to the team. So yeah, even though you are world number one, if you're not the added value to the team, it's better we leave you down and go. So David Pago for me is a man of the situation. But like you said, we want to allow, we should, I'm pleading with Cameroonian to allow him work, give him time. You know, with Rigobert Song, you didn't allow him to work. You were creating polemics, one after the other, polemics every single day. But at least this one can defend his choices. He can explain his choices to you. Let him work. And I want to put it in. You know, Aliou Cissé from Senegal, right?
Yeah.
You know how many years it took him to get a trophy? 7 years. Yes. 7. To win the AFCON. It took him 7 years. And the federation trusted him for 7 years, losses after losses. But at the end of the day, you are seeing Senegal winning all the categories now, right? The under 20, the under 16, bro. So let's give time to this coaching to work and to implement the ideas, because like the president of the federation said, the victory of tomorrow are built today. So let's allow Pago to work. That's the only thing I'm gonna add to that. You have any other?
I don't know. The other coach, I've even forgotten his name. What was his name again?
Leave that man.
Rabris. I've forgotten his name. I hear he's still going around saying, oh, he has not had a letter that is dismissed or he's sacked and whatever. And I like the way, we're actually going to talk about the interview right now. I like the way when he was brought up during the interview, the way it to address it. I don't talk about people who openly told Cameroonians that I'm not working for you. You understand?
So
I know who employed me. So why are we even supposed to worry? And trust me, I kept telling people it was just a matter of the presidential election. It was just a matter of politics. That's the reason why Samuel Eto'o is just holding himself like, you know what? Let's just be patient. So fortunately, everything happened the right time, and now there is nothing he can do. And has the ministry said anything about the nomination of Pago?
No, nothing. No communication yet from the minister. But I'm not expecting him to say anything about it. So for him, he seems like he lost another battle, right? So
he's looking for the next.
Move on to the next. Move on, because right now he doesn't even know if by January will still be the minister of sport and all of that. So and to understand how vicious Samuel is the timing. All the timing he chose to do this stuff, man. He just chose a time where the minister could not do anything, and he changed everything. And then now you was talking about the coach. We're gonna go into the interview next. You were talking. You see, when it's been like how many days? 9 days that he gave like 7 interviews to numerous press companies, right? He's now talking, insulting, saying this, and then he's in the job market. Let him go find himself another job, because for him in Cameroon is over. There's nothing he can do about it. He's done. That's it.
And you know what's funny? He has not even started talking.
No,
because right now they're probably encouraging him. No, if we talk, maybe we can fight. Maybe we can turn things around. Wait until he realizes that this thing is done. Because that guy knows very well that what they were doing. I hear there's a video that is circulating out there. I don't know. I've not listened to the audio where he's saying, he was just playing Abubakar because he knew Abubakar was actually old, but he needed for him to break Samuel Eto'o's record, and that's why he was playing him.
So the audio is out there.
I listened to another one also today. That one I listened to it on RFE, where he was talking about Michel Ngade. He's saying that one Michel Ngade plays in China, right? He said that one in China he's old and he's slow. If I had another, I'll prefer. So you realize this team was just made of people who, if it was about competency, if it was about merit. If it was about the value that they bring to the field, they would never. And that is the reason why all of them were ready to stand behind the minister and Onana and create the chaos that they created with the national team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's done. So now the discipline has come back to the national team because there a lot was going on, man. There are some certain things that we don't even want to put it out there because a lot of things were going on. Indiscipline all over the place. So how can you, let me just say, how can you be having a game the next day you are reading a letter at 11 p.m.? And what letter? How can you travel on a road 6 hours in a foreign country on a road you don't know about and you have a game the next day? No, it was a lot of and then some people came out and said that it was a player's decision. So yeah, something has to be done, and we thank God Pagu took over the team. And even though Fecafoot is losing a lot of money because they didn't get the qualification to the World Cup, but man, at least now we can start and rebuild the team as we wanted to do that in 2022 or 2021 after the election. We've lost 2 years of fighting up and down, leaving anything going on, and then not focusing on what we had to do, building the Cameroonian football, bringing the Cameroonian football to its greatness. So now that he understood, talking about the president, this is going to be our transition to the interview. Now that he understood that, he wasted too much time. He was giving too much than he shouldn't have. So that's why he was saying that that's my responsibility because I should have stopped this because I saw this coming right after the end of the 2002 World Cup in Qatar. So he saw it coming. So he should have fixed it, stop it right away. We will have been a better team today. But now, I mean, we've spent 2 years going to court, fighting federation and ministry and all of that, and letting players doing whatever they want to do. And that's the reason, one of the reasons of the discipline. That's why they chose to go to the Hilton, because the Hilton is just in the center of the city. They can sneak out and go do their thing. But remember when they were with Rigobert, they was keeping them in another hotel who was in a suburb of Yaoundé. So you couldn't get out. You couldn't get out of that. And you couldn't bring people in, like bringing, the goodies in. So, yeah.
Okay.
We're moving to the...
I think we need to talk about the interview. I actually go down a few topics on we're going to talk about. And for those who are hoping to call, maybe we just address it. We'll just go through this real fast, and then we can open the phone lines where we can have that conversation. And please, for those who are watching on YouTube or those who are watching on Facebook, let's continue to comment. We are reading comments already. I see my brother, the Baron. I see Rosie. Rosie, salut. I'm sure that one is YouTube. I see my brother, Yaya. I see Lasta. I see.
I'm seeing Ajab. It's been a long time.
Ajab is there. Are you kidding me? I don't see Ajab. Oh, he has not commented though. Maybe he's watching.
Yeah.
And please, guys, let us just know where you're watching from. Just do us that favor. Just comment where you're watching from. Most of the times, I don't see who is watching until when you comment. And we really like to have people call and give their own opinion or make or say what they want to say about whatever topic we are going to address. By the way, let's start from the interview as a whole.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about Samuel Eto'o's performance?
Oh, I've seen a different Samuel. We used to Samuel that was very outspoken, throwing out a lot of confidence and throwing out unnecessary punchline. But the one we saw yesterday was a more calm. He was more prepared. He knew the topics, right? And for me, it was even more prepared than the journalist because from what I saw, he was running the show. The journalist couldn't even follow up. That's why at the end of the interview, told them, "Are we done?" So I think you're doing an injustice. We are not even spoken about the women football. So, and that's why I'm like, man, do your homework when you want to talk to the president. Though it was more composed. He knew the topics, how he was giving clear answer to all the polemics that was going on. It was giving them receipt. You understand? So it was really prepared. It was prepared for that interview. So yeah,
I think the mistake those journalists made was they forgot that they were actually a traditional TV, and they thought it was about that social media kind of journalism where you're only looking for viral videos. You're looking for him to say, "Oh, Onana is stupid," so they can cut that part and go create a viral sensation, and they start training us. Instead of you You have Samuel Eto'o, somebody who is loaded.
The president of the federation.
I was even hoping, don't only talk about football, talk also about politics. You understand? Let him, because this guy is actually not only managing Fecafoot, he's actually giving people the blueprint of how to manage things in the country.
Yeah.
For example, he said something, say l'administration est écrite.
Yeah.
When they asked him about, bro, that was eye-opener.
Yeah.
When they were talking to him about Mole Kombi.
Yeah, he said, man, you know, administration is written. So if I'm not okay with what the ministry is saying,
I'm supposed to write.
I'm supposed to write. That's it. And then it's not magic, you know. So it was a very interesting interview. But for me, I want to say humbly, I think the journalists were not up to the task. They were not up to the task. They didn't there was a lot of topic. You'll be like, oh, you're about to finish the building of the headquarters of Fecafoot. You know, he's been sitting there. It has been sitting there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
A lot of presidents tried, they couldn't. How have you managed to pull this through? You asked him this kind of question because it was a fight for that headquarters. So now you say that you remove the federation from the convention, the 2015 convention. How did you pull that through? How is the legal mechanism you use to remove yourself from that convention and all of that? So there was a lot of questions they could have asked him, but they didn't. They were not on the Congo side, like, man, they said this, you said that, you said this, you said that. And it was like, man, I came here prepared. I'm ready to tell you stuff. I'm ready to tell you what is going on, what had happened. But
the guy, he came with a very fat file like this. And inside that fat file, he pulled only 3 documents from, which means they actually did not ask him a lot of questions he was hoping to answer. Samuel Eto'o is ready. And for those who keep saying, oh, Inapa Africante, bro, he threw a punchline yesterday that made me laugh until he was like, somebody, they keep saying this, that, but then when the back plus Senkai were there, what did they do? And that is one thing Cameroonians are supposed to let us all keep those certifications or whatever, put them to the corner and do what we are supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you have a certification for whatever, make sure you're using it correctly and doing the best. We don't tire auditing and say, oh, book say, book not say, oh, did it. For the past 43 years or even 50 years, now people that go school, they manage Cameroon. But are we happy with the results we have?
That's why he told them yesterday that, man,
are we happy with the results we have?
Those people with a back plus 50, GC, the A-level plus 50, right? They are the one who brought us to this level. So me, that they are saying that I'm not well educated, I don't have diploma, this is what I could achieve. And this is something that those journalists should have like, man, how did you manage to pull this through? Stop asking me that you said that you're going to break Andres Onana career. What, where?
Another question I was going to ask you is the way he was addressing the journalists. Monsieur Parfait ici, Monsieur Parfait ici, Monsieur Parfait ici. And also, the journalists, even though the sentence was long, every time he wanted to talk to Samuel Eto'o, he was like, Monsieur le Président de la Fédération Camerounaise, pas Monsieur le Président de la Fecafoot, Monsieur le Président de la Fédération Camerounaise de Football. Was this something that was arranged, or was it some mutual kind of, okay, I need to respect you, you need to respect?
At the beginning of the interview, when he introduced, they put that a little bit of edited video of Eto'o, and then he was introducing Eto'o, and he said, tonight we're receiving Samuel Eto'o, all that. Oh, Eto'o hold him there, he said, now, you forgot something. The president of the Cameroonian Federation. So he started from there, first thing. So, and this is, we have to understand. Some people might say that, no, he's trying to show off, but they want to understand that Samuel Eto'o as a person is different. It's a company.
Yeah.
So it was not coming there as Samuel Eto'o. So you want to always put who you are calling. He came there as the president of the federation. So when he stressed on them to put that out, because he's coming there for that matter, not the matter of Samuel Eto'o, which is the superstar and all of that. No, which is another company. I'm coming there as the president. So address to me as the president. And this is how, and this is the first punch he threw to the journalists that started him down. Like, I'm like, man.
I keep telling people, you see these people that are leaders, you see these people that are up there, they have some different aura. They have something very, if you run your mob, so when they put somebody over here, I go tell you, I go do it. When you reach with your funny stuff, your phone, so your mob go lock you, take a go.
You know what Jean-Jacques say? You know what Jean-Jacques say? When, you know, remember back a few weeks ago, Jean-Jacques say, Eto'o na billionaire, then waiting. Now, I chop for your house. Yesterday, we go work out for your back, so they talk. Hey, look. Massa.
Shout out to Black Mamba. Shout out to my brother Chindo. I beg, would you hope for us to Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
Technical mistake.
Over excitement.
Technical mistake. Black Mamba, we're happy to see you. Can you guys hear us?
On the airway, I beg. On the airway. Make some man comment if on the airway, I beg. I don't want to make mistake.
Yeah, camera. Let me say the airway back, I beg.
Chindos, can you guys hear us?
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Say yes.
Thank you, guys. Yes.
No, I mistakenly pressed on team for okay. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So now Eto'o talks on one thing for that interview where I want more discuss on.
Yeah.
Because for a very long time, some of we will know. Some of you they will know some people, they know some people, they know Eto'o. Don't tell them say Eto'o not only still get money, but Eto'o actually put in personal resources for Cameroon football. We don't hear the one way for South Africa. It be actually one pay hotel and I didn't even pay.
Pay.
And then I didn't even pay flight and this and that. But then people they deny because he talked the one at the other day about a president where they don't relegate a club. I said they don't really a club be relegated to inferior league.
Regional league.
Now regional, second division.
Regional.
It
would be
okay.
Regional league.
And then the person they come for you for ask for favor. He tell the president say, "Well, president, and if you do that kind of thing, you don't be very well."
Okay.
But guess what I'll do? The money where they will give you for day, I will give you that. No, the regional league na
elite two. I know now. Yeah, it was
na elite two. He said, I will give you the money that will give you for first division when at 48 million. I will give you from my pocket, and then
they'll give you
the money now for regional league they will give you
for the league
subvention. Yeah, they will give you. So I hope so all the money that will get you to about 60 million or whatever, 70 million. I expect say you will buy correct player them, you play football and then qualify for first division.
So this is exactly what when I'm with you, and then you're running Toride. I know your principle, right? I know how you run things. I'm not supposed to be the one that will come and drag you behind to do. I know that you don't want to do backdoor business, right? And I know it for sure. Knowing that you stand on the point where you are under spotlight, every gesture you make is perfectly. People are just scanning it.
Yeah.
All right. So it's even wicked to come to you to make this kind of proposition. No, you gotta keep me up. No, like.
I want me to point out the fact that the people in that way they actually struggle to drag it down.
Now
the people in that way they don't drag you go for take you go for all kind of place, take you
Not them.
Because they want favor so back, because they know they don't be pilot for president and things like that. They just feel taken for do anything. Go ahead.
So that's the problem. So we have to understand that this man came with the vision to remove all this corruption from Cameroonian football. And then the people that he loved, that supported him, he thought that, man, you supported me because you understood the vision I'm bringing in. So let's stick to that. You're even talking about that. You forget about your Kaji one. That people, Kaji, even when Kaji made an outing, he said, I never made an outing against him. And I will never do that because I am grateful of the opportunity, the life opportunity they gave to me. When nobody believed in me, they did. And the rest is history, right? So he talked to him. He said whatever he said to cover the federation.
He spoke first of all as a federation, and then
he went back on a personal note, right to his daddy. That's how he calls him, right? With proofs, and tell him that if your people are telling you that this was working, they was giving you wrong information. These are the proof and all of that. And then since then, Kaji just.
I want you to specify. He told him that if your people were telling you that they told you that they did the right thing, that is a lie.
That's a lie.
They did a bad job.
Exactly.
Now, instead of them to take responsibility and say we did not do a good job,
no,
they want to blame it on Fecafoot.
Yeah,
and him also, because at the end of the day, he was just furious, he was just angry, he went on there and did whatever he did, and it was catastrophic. I think the other thing I want us to talk about is the fat document, the fat file he came with.
The big file.
Say, like, as I call them, fat file. Yeah, why did you think he did that? It seems like he was over-prepared for the interview.
That's why I'm saying the journalists were not up to the task. He was prepared for the interview, right? Because, you know, a lot of people has been saying a lot of things without having the proof, without knowing the reality. Because what you hear, that's why you say, I'm not coming here for the Congosa du bar, right? I'm coming here with the receipt. So when you remember the scandal with the referees, right? That the referee were they are claiming money to federation more than 300 million, right?
Yeah.
In like 5 years. So it was like, no, this year these are the receipt. We've transferred to the referees 170 million a year. All right, and then he said in 3 years we've given to the club 2.8 billion. Of subvention
money.
Just justify that you've paid your salary and you receive your money. That was it. So it was coming with all those receipts to say that everything that those people are creating to say this and that, this is actually what is happening. As far as the referee is concerned, I say that there's this group of retired referees, right?
Thank you.
They are retired, that are organizing all of these chaos and claiming money. They are not working anymore. And actually, these people that are risking their life, you remember Ndangamudi, that people were beating up every day. So these people risking their life, traveling to go and referee the game, they're actually the one that deserve to be paid, and we paid them. So those retired referees, we acknowledge that they were doing well when they was in activities, right? But now they have nothing to do with the refereeing anymore because you guys are retired. So if you want to pay a referee, we are paying those who are actually working. So that's it.
In a nutshell, that's Cameroon for you. People who were working are not working anymore, but they have put in place a structure where they are still getting money.
Exactly.
They have put in place a structure where they are the ones telling this person to go and referee this game, or they're just manipulating things and they're still making money even though they are not working. That was the same thing with the journalists before Fecafoot. Journalists were having salary from Fecafoot. Journalists were being paid flights, so things that the federation is not supposed to be responsible for. And then when this guy comes and says, no, we cannot go like that anymore, we cannot do like that anymore,
because
it's not our money, it's the players' money. It becomes a problem. So you see why we were on top of the play football will be the suffer now. Because they take money when they go for give Sako them, they go device or one give referee them. Device or give them, they don't work again, no. Device or one give journalism. And then some their cousin or whatever.
They don't create their result, no. The result be the work. So now that we have removed all these people, and now you understand, we are talking about the referee. We are not even talking of people that was taking advantage of the Fecafoot, how do you call that? They had this kind of agreement with the government or whatever they ship in through Fecafoot name is kind of free, almost free at the seaport, right? So he closed that because he said, bro, if they come and ask me what is going on, if they audit us
what if they bring in some audit, crazy stuff?
If they audit, am I going to be able to answer to this? I say, no, I'm going to stop that. So that's another source of, he broke that source of income to those people, right? So now they turn the gang against him and say that, oh, he's destroying football. What football? What football? What is it? So if you're really, I'm going to come back to the example you just took. If you're really worried about football and you're being relegated, fair and clean, right? But you don't want to go down. You go see the president. The president say, me as a president, there's nothing I can do. But as your child, this is what I can do. I'm going to give you the money that I'm supposed, that the league was supposed to give, the subvention. And then now the subvention that your own level of league would give you, that will give you enough money to buy good players to play, to come up to the first league. You say no. And then you go out and create chaos, say that your son that offer you that a hand is destroying football. How? So a lot of people are opening their eyes now because they now understand this was all about money, nothing to do with football.
Black Mamba, welcome back. One other thing that he wanted to talk about, and then Parfait Isi court, I don't know how don't bribe Parfait Isi. Now, the Jalakwan issue, because we talk about that money with Igiam for that man. If we want to talk about how we help Jalakwan,
yeah.
Parfait Isi come with that back kind of argument and things like that. See,
no, Parfait Isi was in his role, right? He was trying to give follow-up questions. If
he said that he debate the way to organize, I would have had a collab with that argue. Bro, you're talking to a professional player. They play high level. So they know how for. Go ahead.
So, and that's why I say Samuel Eto'o came yesterday ready. He never spoke ill to nobody, right? Even though he has a right to answer every dirty they are talking about. But see the way it's like throwing Jalakwan these little things. People might take it good, but if you're smart enough, you're gonna understand that, man, this guy was just putting heated charcoal for Jalakwan in his head. Like, man, I see this young man like me, very intelligent, very dynamic, right? And I was even seeing him as my replacement when I get out of the federation.
You remember we talked about that on Toride? Go ahead.
So, and now he got himself into this politics, and they offer this is what we're saying. We're not saying that he said it yesterday that they offer him to.
No, but he has said that in his speech at the General Assembly.
They offer him to be a minister and all of that. Now today he understood. But when I understood that Jalakwan was in some kind of regret, is when Samuel Eto'o named did the electoral General Assembly, right? And then Jalakwan posted that I was in the shoes of this minister, I will have resigned because this is too much of humiliation. This man is beating you day in, day out, my brother. Just abandon, leave it. So imagine now you have these people, these young people, even the guy from Bambutos, you talk about the guy from Bambutos that, hey, Bambutos were relegated to the regional league. I thought that was the example you were taking. So to the regional league. But they say this is a mythic club. In Cameroon.
Just go organize yourself.
This is one of they save Bambutos, right? But go and organize yourself. The guy that he was supporting privately by getting an appointment with president, head of state for him to go and do his business. Turn against him and say that he's want to. I still consider him as my friend, but as far as football is concerned, I would defend the right. Yeah, I would defend what is right and the right of the players.
And that is what baffles me about Cameroonian. Somebody who keeps saying it is about the law, it's about us putting in place rules and respecting, which is the only thing that Cameroon needs. The difference between Cameroon and America is the fact that in America, everyone is obliged to respect the law.
Yeah.
By nature, every Cameroonian that leaves Cameroon, once you cross the plane, and it seems like at that security place, the entrance, I don't know what they call it,
the custom.
The custom. Once you put their fingerprint there, it seems like there's something on that fingerprint ink that just makes you start respecting the law. That is the only thing Cameroon doesn't have. And the minister has illustrated time and time again that is the reason why Cameroon is chaotic.
Because they rule by...
Let us talk to them. Can you explain? Because the part where they talked about that convention thing, I really did not grasp it. The French there was complicated. And
So now, they put in place the convention in 2015 after the decree of how the national team should be run. So the administrative, the technical aspect and medical aspect was to handled by the federation according to the decree, right? So then back in the days, the president of the normalization committee, who was a former minister of sport, Professor Joseph Owona, just drafted this convention, right? And then he put in a very, very vague article, the Article 9, that gives right to the minister or to the government to appoint, to recruit and
a
coach and give it to the federation. So he was explaining that we got out of that convention, so we are not more ruled by the convention. So we are no more binding by the convention. So now we are just going by the presidential decree of 2014. So that was what he was explaining, that we cannot say, the decree cannot say that we the administrative, the technical and everything, administration is solely the responsibility of the federation, and then we're going to create a convention putting that now the government or the state has to come and do that again. So he said no.
So now, first of all, first of all, right?
Yeah.
That presidential decree even came after that convention.
No, before.
No.
The convention is signed in 2015, and the decree came out in 2014.
I'm telling you, go look at it. Go look at it. That presidential decree came because it was chaotic. The convention, oh God.
No, you are confusing with the law governing the sport in 2018. The decree governing the national teams, all right, came out in 2014. I think it's 26 September 2014, right? And then the convention was signed in 2015. I think it's I can know the exact date.
MND is watching. D, I want you to clarify on this, or clarify also on this, because I know first of all that convention they were talking about, it came first of all came out in 2014, and then it was rectified in 2015, and then because there was some polemic, there was some confusion, there was a presidential decree that actually stipulated that no, this is how it's supposed to be. But the problem is these people are wanting to ignore that presidential decree and go to the it's a 2014.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to call and explain a bit.
It's 2014.
Yeah.
So let me say
go
this.
Ahead, yeah.
And they have this traditional thing that the government had. The government were handling everything right before as far as the national team were concerned. The government were handling it. So it was creating this chaos. That's why in 2014, and especially what happened with the players in 2010, right? Going to the World Cup, they have this issue of paying their premium, issue of boarding the plane, sleeping in the airport, and all that chaos.
You can call. Go
and
ahead.
Now, after the World Cup 2014 in Brazil, they had the same issue. And that's why in September, the president drafted and signed that decree that the full organization of the national teams becomes the federation's sole responsibilities, all right? And then the state, we're going to be just in the financial support, because the state would pay whatsoever the national team would cost to the federation. That's the only thing, all right? So now in 2015, when the federation was under the normalization, which was presided by the Professor Joseph Owona, that drafted the convention that is in completion of the 2014 decree, okay? The completion of the implementation of the 2014 decree on who is to do what, based on the spirit of the 2014. But in that convention, they put this Article 9 that got everything mixed up, right? So now you see in Article 9 that the national team coach might be appointed by the president of the federation, all right? But with the help, not the help. It's avis obligatoire, all right? I don't know how to put it in English.
Let's just take this call.
Yeah, the avis obligatoire of the minister.
Hello. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah, greetings, boss.
Yeah,
I get you now.
Okay, I think so. We should get you fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, the decree. I think it do mention 2014 when you reference the decree. Now, for norms for law decree will always be above conventions, but it's signed. But the good partners say the convention be actually seem like it create chaos, but those will be always interpret them right. But the convention be still give power to the federation. But since FIFA be sending that recommendations, and FIFA would go back,
and review
the convention signed with the partner, or maybe they get out of it, because that convention will be sports in the favor of sports. Maybe if you favor politicians, but there's no way it promote sports. So I think the headline from that whole interview, where people need to actually get them, because it's never been at the main headline that. But however, see people like that trending news.
Yeah.
They go always spread narrative, talk about Nana Bear and stuff. But the main headline for that interview about Nancy don't go out of the convention. And sadly, those with the interview, they miss an opportunity for actually get further details about that. I think they were in a rush to maybe talk about things that are trending, and they don't really focus on some of the issues there. Like, I've been president with so many documents. I just feel like the direction for the interview, because when you look at the output of the interview, the only thing I retain am like, which is something new, which is something big, that the fact if you don't come over that convention, which is a major thing. Now, it will be left to see if after leaving the convention, if they'll get full state support in terms of finance to carry out the rest of the activities. But one thing I note that say, I'm going to make reference of the head of state a lot during the interview. Still showing say, even if you know the convention means there's a lot of state backing. And whether way you look the situation, it be a bit funny because you see either with security or side that state is secure, right? And everything. But yet some people to clarify the state and all of that. It shows you get a deeper understanding of the system pass through the SIA because clearly you don't know sincerity probably means they act unilaterally. Sometimes with a decision in not necessarily come out of the higher office way. They always claim say they don't come out. So that whole interview, I feel like those with the interview they miss a chance, but Papa is in a best way he doing a political debate regularly. Now why they say it get very limited sports question ever ask and even every can try ask one or two sports every kind of sports journalist. So I understand to say Papa is get a limitation because not be really feel be sports journalist. So you always want to ask now those may be more political. So and generally the whole setup for the interview that's so evident.
Okay, Baba, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even things they say Papa is maybe sport journalist or this and he was just not ready.
Yeah.
He was just not ready because anyhow even if you know sport journalist, so thing them the way you write down for down. If you write the question then. And then the man don't come for the tell you don't come out to that convention. You know that the convention don't create the biggest chaos. Yeah. You will get follow-up questions.
So I'll come back to what I was saying. So now that that convention was creating this scale, and then the letter the FIFA sent, the recommendation FIFA sent to them and saying that, hey, you should review that convention because the convention is violating the right of the executive committee of the federation, right? So now, based on that letter and based on what trouble has been going, and they went up and get themselves out. And in French, they say dénoncer. So that means they get themselves out of that convention. All right. So like Angie was saying, the norms of law in Cameroon, the first one ahead is the Constitution, and then the second one right under the Constitution is the international convention that you've signed and ratified, okay? And then now come the presidential decree, all right? Before now the convention between two national entities. So you cannot have a presidential decree that is normally above that convention, and then you're taking it to be your first, okay? Your first, even though it's still binding because you've signed it. So two things: either you sit down and rewrite it, all right, or you sit down and get yourself out of it, which is legal. So now the big question that we
don't take one coin, did it? Yeah, go ahead.
So the big question that Pafia Isi missed to ask was that, man, this convention has been the source of the chaos that we're facing. So how manage? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no, go ahead.
How many did you do to get yourself out of it? And then the ministry did not have anything to do. They did not create any other some other trouble and all of that with your minister and all of that. So it was a lot to be said about that because that was the how you call it. That was the core of the issue between the federation and the ministry. So now that he's gone himself out of the convention, he said that we are now working solely based on the presidential decree of 2014. Okay, so now they are not using the convention anymore. Okay.
Hello. Baba Alpha. No, go ahead. You want to make some more contribution?
Yes, I want to talk about that convention issue.
Do a sharp. Yeah.
Yes, I want to do a sharp. What happened, I say, when Eto mentioned that convention issue, if you not remember, that's when light went off.
In EU. So you want to say that
went off. So a new went off. So even this step where I will watch that, my man said, when I say, when immediately light come back, me perfect easy, go back to that same question, say, for the convention. But Papa is never asked back to the convention. They totally just forget the mind we talk about convention issue. That was the problem saying Papa is return back to the same question because me say I be confused with I travel on But as he mentioned, say they don't come out from that convention. Now they don't want a light or whatever they call on a how for Cameroon. I don't forget me the name. The light now went off. Mr. Abdul Wash alive, I hope some media journalists to ask back the same media go back to that question. But immediately when light come back, instead of man for asking about the thing, he will go asking us, oh, Samuel told. If he talks until you just go back, what you be talk. It don't even go back to the same convention issue. Because obviously if it take like from 1 or 2 minutes, so life will come back. So he probably forgets we talking about convention issue. And Papa is even go back to the same question. And that was the problem. Beside me, the only problem I get, I'm really interviewing and say Papa is was a mess, honestly speaking. I think for you going for somebody when a sport journalist. Papa is not a sport journalist. The man is more of
not up to the task.
No, but even political questions, they will ask him.
Yeah, he was not up. I mean,
even
political issue question.
Because that issue for that convention is political.
The aura of Samuel Eto'o just nailed him down. The aura just nailed him down.
First, the man even asked nothing about first division question, nothing about female football, nothing. It's just they said the two journalists they don't be well prepared. This is something we want to talk about for 1 week. When I from be well prepared for the interview, he said. In short, he was just the only two are written for all the interview. Now, even when I to the interview, give information about the fact say, anyone for play for Douala because say 10 minutes that they work at ask free ticket there.
Yeah.
Now, like, all the new thing they were learn. The rest of the thing, they would just be, yeah. Papa was just initially was a mess. Honestly speaking, because even me for that convention issues, I'm really praying and saying the man go back to that question, but he didn't go back to the question. Because now so all man is confused now. What are the man don't come out because it say they don't come out from the situation. I see they don't come out from the situation. You want to continue to talk like going off.
You mean say what he be complice?
Okay, Baba.
Know me, but
more take another caller.
Okay.
So one other thing that we want to say is this guy, Parfait Isi, today when he posted on his Facebook page that, man, I had the opportunity to interview Samuel Eto'o. Those people that are talking that I didn't go with you because you're jealous. So, bro, that's what I'm saying. The energy.
He was just happy that, bro.
The aura just filled up the house. He was like, man, there's nothing I can do. Let me just try to get my way, to get out of this place. So he was just happy that I interviewed Samuel Eto'o. And an interview that was, he said he was history made. So you understand that, man. And this is the opportunity. If this guy is smart, he can surf on this opportunity, right? Because many people are talking today about Fabrizio Romano. And most of them don't know why Fabrizio Romano became the journalist it is. It's Samuel Eto'o that granted him his first interview by telling him that I'm going to make you known. And Fabrizio Romano, if you go to his Facebook page,
let's take this guy. Hello?
Yeah, good day, bro.
Hello, Baba, for you.
No, they're fine. I want to talk something and improve. The one thing we need to understand is Cameroon is a country that is run by politicians and everything has always been politicized. Then one thing they've made and able to succeed to do is that they've made Cameroonians very ignorant. So whatever thing they bring up, Cameroonians believe in it. The truth is we need to understand that FIFA is a franchise with its regulations. Cameroon has never been part of any convention, and the convention we just exist because what? Now a tool where politicians then be used for do their things.
Exactly.
Yeah, football be run by what? By FIFA status and FIFA regulations. Where you put and say it be out of
governmental
out
control.
of politics. Now one of the first things that. So even the presidential decree where they talk. It's an illegal act. The only reason we Samuel Eto'o is mentioning presidential decree now because he understands for you to do anything in Cameroon, you must function like a politician. In finance. If it's not so, the government has nothing to do now. And the one at this call is the whole Cameroon, even the media, they don't know how FIFA they operate. The only person we understand is Eto'o. Now why that way? We the one use common sense and some legal things then for try for run and they go fail because when you start and for down here one go reach for the that's not what the FIFA status says. So the truth now, Cameroon was not, like, even Eto'o, the thing we say Cameroon come out of the convention. The convention was an illegal act, and the convention was not enforceable. That convention be the work because Cameroon get a heavy hand way if you use them to anybody. But Eto'o get a big celebrity status where if you catch it today, want to do something, everybody will be exposed. For example, if me and you for the run-up, they will use that convention, catch you lock and go Kondenge, because they know say that nobody will not hear of it, heard of it. The convention has never existed. Cameroon, Fecafoot has never been part of any convention, and they never came out of anything. Now, just a tool where Cameroon government don't use them for everything. It's like the name of Pobia now waiting a brand. If any man got one, they'll say under the head of state. So that is just how it has always been. Fecafoot, FIFA is a franchise. It gives conditions. Then if you want to run under, you register your country to be part of it, and you follow the regulations. There's no way that it states that there's so if there are conventions governing Cameroon, that what are FIFA status?
No, you're right.
Yeah. So the thing is, the truth is, I say the government, Cameroon is so politicized in everything. Then the government don't be able for dump every Cameroon, even the coaches. When you hear anyone they talk of what they feel and what they think should be right. But if you ask them what does FIFA status and FIFA regulations, he talks about that. No one knows anything about it. So the thing is, the convention was illegal. The convention never exists. Cameroon will be part of it. It only functions for Cameroon because if the government can't arrest you, we not get that public popularity status. The case goes nowhere. So everyone will operate for Kafuna out of fear. That is why that thing there's a convention. There's nothing as a convention anywhere. The whole FIFA status, it will show everything about Cameroon, the way government is partner with it, is illegal. Even the presidential decree is illegal. But the truth is, it need funding. So they accept that one for presidential decree and all that. Like, even not so, government will make them for way, you go there, like Cameroon not get money for fund them. That is just it. And now why that way it win? Because I feel saying only you understand about FIFA. All other person understand that the law way Cameroon steady talk. But FIFA is a franchise. Before you want to be part of a franchise, before you want to be a part of a franchise, it gives you conditions. Cameroon go subscribe to the conditions of the FIFA franchise. One, it must be completely independent from politics. So, Cameroon was never part of any convention. The convention was illegal. The convention no fee be enforceable. The convention the fee only work because they don't grow every Cameroonian under fear, and they see fear now as part of the system. So when they just talk, say minister or something, talk they run. Because you don't get that popularity. The thing where they say it off is now popularity. You know, if before you want catching out for something, if now come on me and you, they don't catch things local. And he understand the power of the celebrity status. That is why he succeeds. That is just it.
Baba, thank you very much for that call. People they asking how they call. You tell their name.
No, I know you know me now.
No, I know you, but what about me? They know say you know why I talk your name now. Why that way?
So I want to say.
Man talk something before I forget.
Yeah, go ahead.
I beg, Baba, thank you. Yeah. So one thing that we talk and we really like the fact say Eto'o understand this thing better. You notice it during that interview. Papa he asked Eto'o plenty time. Say, ministry they manage football. He said no. Ministry never ever manage football.
No minister.
Because if you accept what they say na ministry they manage football,
that means you don't open.
For that. FIFA will suspend we. Say me say na mini. No. Now the reason I keep telling people say no my other two they do and say now me and you know say na ye. FIFA go always call this say now you they in control. He say yes. But guess what? You don't open door on a take on a do it on a one do. So at every time now it told on just give and say on a do the thing, but. And the reason now he continue with that level for that coach, that funny coach, that bounce when he say you go sit down for bench. For continue remind them say now we get the power. Now my wizard the cry say they never fire you. They name not they give for FIFA this season. It's simple as
no.
Go ahead.
So I wanted to clarify one other thing. So we have to understand that Cameroon is most country in Africa, not just Cameroon. All right, our federation are financially weak. all right? They don't have these financial means that can allow them to run independently than other big federations. So now the decree was actually a gift from the president to the federation. Why? Because back in the days, the minister was controlling everything. They was fighting for the control of the national team. I'm saying the national team. That's why whenever they want to come to the national team, you say the national team, the Indomitable Lion is the property of the state. They always throw this out. Meanwhile, this decree, that was a presidential decree, all right, came out and say everything that concerns football and that concerns national team is to be managed by the federation. You understand? Because the decree was to remove this politician out of the way of the federation. But now, you have this, remember that guy say, you have this fatherly figure that you want to give them the respect. You don't want to like disrespect them and then give them a certain passes, right? And they take it for granted. You understand? So this is what happened. But basically, the decree is not bad because actually the government say, yeah, you are running. But since we are giving you money to run, we have to look how you do it, right? So you're going to choose like the appointment of the coach, right? You're going to select your coaches. Give it to the government that these are the coaches we want. These are 3 names that we want. And with the money, the cost. So now we, the government, since we are the one financing, we see if we have enough fund for the pretensions you are putting there, right? So this is it. So that's why they send it for the avis obligatoire. Avis obligatoire means say you are obliged to send it to the minister, but you can also appoint even if the minister is not okay with that. All right, it's not like you must confirm yourself to the opinion of the minister. No, but you are obliged to present the list to him, right? So now, this is why you send it to the minister for him to appreciate what is going to be the cost for the state or for the government to appoint this coach or this coach. So this is why the decree was put in place. The decree was actually to remove all these politicians that was using the national team money to build their houses, to live their life, right? And the president knew that all the disorder, and I'm telling you the origin of this 2010 World Cup, right? Even the 1990 World Cup, when this player was crying that they are not receiving the prim, right? And then they are sleeping in the airport. And in 1994, same thing. 1998, same thing. 2002, same thing, right? In 2010, same thing. And 2014 was that's what would you say was the total chaos, the peak, exactly. So that's when they came back from the 2010 World Cup, the president removed this decree to say, hey, I'm removing all these people because I know what they've been doing. The money that the state is supposed to give to these people because they are representing the flag of the country, they have been embezzled by these people. So I want to remove them from this and have the federation handle their business. Because so actually the decree is even helping. That's why, as smart as Samuel is being, bro, I'm going to stick to the decree because he's removing all these politicians, all these ministers out of the business.
So that decree was 2014.
2014.
And then 2015, the minister came back, the then minister, I think it was Owona.
Yeah, but he was the president of the federation, the Comité de Normalisation. Right.
I think we need to remind them also that he was the president of the normalization committee while he was, I think, still minister.
He was a former minister of sport that was appointed as the president of
normalization committee. And you know the way Cameroon work. He know very well say go still go back to minister.
Exactly. That was the
spirit. It just open door for where he got a minister.
And that was the So what people were saying that when Professor Joseph Owona made that convention, right? It was actually new that they was going to send him back as Minister of Sport.
So you can have that opening
to continue stealing and to have that control over the federation. That was it. So now the decree that is the sole instrument, the legal instrument on which the federation is working to control the national team is totally giving the federation the total control of everything. And now even the money, because that's why the federation have this matricule at the Ministry of Finance that they can use the money, all right? They can use the state money. They can use the state money. So actually, I would not say that convention is bad because it's an agreement. You see, when you want to play a friendly game from federation to federation, you sign a contract between your two federations, right?
Yeah.
That I'm going to bring this, you're going to bring this, you're going to bring that. So it's something that happens in many organizations, but everybody has to stick to the point, right? Not overstepping to other prerogatives, right? So this is why he removed himself from the convention, because he was bringing too much chaos. And now we're working with the 2014 decrees that gave him the full power to operate, and the state will still pay for it.
Wow. Parfois, ici, selon les gens qui sont autorisés, tu es nul. Tu as raté une occasion de nous aider, de nous éduquer.
Parfois, ici, tu n'es pas nul. Tu étais devant ta star. Lui-même qui parlait là.
Tu t'es perdu complètement, frère. Tu parles que tu étais là, tu regardais ce bac, mais c'est franchement Eto'o ici. And Eto'o realized it, and from the first minute, Eto'o started, bro, once Eto'o corrected him that, hey, I am the president, il a passé tout son temps à monsieur le président de la Cameroun, monsieur le président de la fédération Cameroun. I'm like, what are you doing?
You two the talk. So when Eto'o goes shit for it,
no, when Eto'o come, we'll get Eto'o moment, and you know me. By the way, I know be for anyone, you go be for here. Maybe not true line if you come because you know like Eto'o. Guys, go ahead, and the phone line is still open for anybody who wants to contribute, make any contributions.
So yeah, we talk as they are calling. We move down to the
we don't address plenty of questions. Them anyone if you want to talk about, just call and then make your contribution. Go ahead.
Yeah. So and GTAP.
I want to talk about the Onana Palava first before we go on GTAP.
What Onana? Why are we bringing?
No. I want to talk about that because I tell you why it should be necessary because Eto'o actually throughout the interview praise Onana, the meilleur gardien, Didi Dada, he came from Fundesport, and all of these things, and call him Andre Onana, call him Andre. And therefore, by the way, if you call it Andre Onana, he's talking about a goalkeeper. But when you call it Andre, he's talking about his son. You understand? Talk about all of these things, which sounded so beautiful and so sweet, until when Eto'o said, they pay. They don't pay no money. They want to pay money. They forget their own voucher. I know how people they did. The one that now they want to take and say, oh, it cost she and Didi that I don't cost poor man and this and that. What do you think about Eto'o saying, making that statement?
No, it was, say, I told you, he came prepared for this interview. He came with receipt, right? So he was just throwing out the truth because he told them that there's a lot of untrue story that is going on, and I came to clear all those. You have me today, I'm going to clear everything. So when one of the relatives of Onana,
I should say receipt usually the way they pay Onana.
You know, see the fine. You don't see fine. My brother Chindo say fat. So it just want to clarify that, say, because some people believe when that Onana relative said that they paid to be in Fundesport. So he wanted to, even though one of those players came out and said that we never paid anything, nobody paid anything, we didn't have anything. So he wanted people to hear that from his mouth, that these were picking on an hour, maybe, I don't know, 12 years old, I don't know, 12 years old. Where will you take money to be paying flight, going play friendlies in Korea, in South Korea? Where will you take the money to pay flight, going to France, going to this, living in a hotel, buying your JCs and all of that? What money, what could you possibly have given to the foundation to cover all these expenses? Even what money did you have to go to the Masia, to the Barcelona training camp? That was it. It was just clearing that no, they was kids. They couldn't even afford eating enough to pay the foundation. What exactly Onana or whatsoever they've paid to be in the founders? Could they afford a flight ticket to Spain? Could they afford hotels? If you see them, they were living. If you saw them back in the days, they were living like in a professional settings. Well, he even said it. Onana even said it. He was interviewed back in the days in one of the Cameroonian TV, right? Where Obama was before, and then he said that when he went to the foundation of Samuel Eto'o, that's where he started understanding how professionalism looked like, because they were fair, they were lodged, they were dressed up, they were flying out to play friendlies, going out of the country to play friendlies. They were, you know, so that's how he got used to these professional settings and all of that. So when did they have the money to support that? But I believe that if they had the money, they would have sent him abroad since he was talented. Yeah, right. So, and I also like the fact that he said that I thank God that it's through me that his blessing came. That's it. Wow. He remained his son, and the father will never sell his decision to the son. So the day Andre Onana would decide that this is over, he will go to his dad and they will settle their beef. That's it.
And to be honest with you, that's one other thing I admire about Samuel Eto'o. Even at this moment, even after they called him cellular and things like that, he still is just calm.
No, he's a young man.
I'm still looking at him like, okay, this one does. No, he's not being manipulated. That's an adult. He's not being manipulated. He makes the decisions. When you decide to go on your TikTok, that's not somebody telling you go on your TikTok. Let me finish.
You see Mark Breeze?
No, let me.
And the minister today, they didn't even talk for food.
So Onana is not being. He's doing what he wants to do. You understand? He just thinks that he's stubborn. He just thinks that, oh, I can do whatever I can do. After you cannot feed me and things like that. Because even after that interview, right?
Yeah, he thinks
he said something about Kwanye and whatever, trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
you understand?
He thinks that that's been
like
having a strong personality.
Now I already have my money and whatever. I will never lack. I will never want anything from you, so I can go ahead and do anything. But guess what? He is not actually destroying himself. He's destroying many million other young people that someone would have helped. Just imagine a young man standing in front of you now and saying, oh, I'm talented, can you help me? The first thing that crosses your mind is, So tomorrow you can go to TV stations and start insulting me. Yeah, I've done that already.
Yeah, and call me 419.
Yeah, and call me 419 because if you go out there and call me 419, it's completely different from when somebody who doesn't know me call me 419.
Yeah.
You understand? Yes. Even though you're lying.
Yep.
So it's very, very destructive what he's doing.
Yeah, he's going to be
That's
very,
the reason why
very
we continue to talk about it. For people to understand that as you when they give power, when they continue to support you, when they continue to encourage you, talk any kind of thing, disrespect you. Guess what? So many other people they did just don't quite say, Let me say the palabra help. I don't want even go because I saw Jesus be help Judah at the end of the day. Judah selling. We never even forget Judah own. And things like that. We're going to talk about Jeremy Jitap. Eto'o actually explained exactly what happened and why we now, to be honest with you guys, Eto'o is really angry with Jeremy Jitap. Yeah. If you listen to the way he talk, because for call Jeremy Jitap for TV, say malhonnête or something, he's one of that words them. For sure, say now people they get bad character and people they because if he highlight the fact that he did for FIFA now, you understand? He highlight the fact that he did for FIFA now with plenty problems. Yeah. It shows here they so it really it vexed with him.
Like you said, he tried to even explain what happened, right? And then the journalist was cutting it. So he said that Jeremy exposed him since 2010. So it's something that started since 2010. And then the journalist asked him that means you have deep grudges against him. He said, no, I fix it, right? I fix it. So, but he said that this is somebody that tried to be on my seat without working. So he wanted to be the president of federation without going through the election. So he wanted to get Eto'o dismissed, all right, so that he can chair the normalization committee. So that was the plan, Jeremy, and he found it. So he's like, this is somebody he went personally to talk to Jeremy before even running. He said that I was calling his phone, he was not picking. So I reached out to a younger brother that knows him well, and the younger brother fixed our meetings, right? So when I met him, we talked, and I told him that, hey, I'm going in. I don't want you to hear from outside or somewhere else that I am running for the presidency. I am going in for the presidency of the federation, and I want us to go together as a team, because if I win, it's going to be our team.
Footballers,
yeah, exactly. And then he said that he called mostly all of them, right, personally, and talk with them, and then ask their blessing to work with them. So, and then now Jeremy told him that it was impossible for him to win, right? I know where you're going is impossible. It's so that that road is so locked. It's a very locked system. You cannot get yourself in there. It will say, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna win.
I remember when he said, exactly. I did not come to ask you if I should go or not. So now, I came here to just tell you. Go ahead.
So now, when Jeremy is now working on the background to overthrow him, to go over there, it's another treason that is feeling that you did once in 2010. That you always try to settle that, right? And then now in 2021 or 2022 that I've worked hard, you know how hard it was to get into this position. You want to throw me, man, bro? You too. He bleeds blood as well. So, and what happened? The system, the whatever came, they built up to destroy him, and it made it very clear and said that this is what happened with the Bambutos, because they wanted to use that case of Bambutos to make it look personal, as if Eto'o was having a personal issue with the president of Bambutos, right? And then he said that I have some complaint here from players that they are not being treated well. They have not been paying. They have not been paying their salary. So these are the elements. I'm sending it to you. So reach out to the president of the Bambuto, since you are the syndicate that defend players' right? So let you guys reach out to an agreement and bring it back to me so that we can give them their whatsoever they want to go for the CAF competition. But as he sent it to DTAB send it straight to whatsoever they have their contact in the CAF, right?
As evidence.
Exactly. So I'm portraying Eto'o as if Eto'o was having a personal issue with the president of Bambutos. Not stating that, no, actually the players are complaining. And now when CAF reach out to Eto'o to ask him that, hey, we need every evidence you have concerning the case, Eto'o was like, oh, maybe Jeremy confused himself. Why sending confused himself to be the federation? Why going straight to the CAF?
Yeah.
So you should come back to me. I'm the sole interlocutor of CAF here in Cameroon. So when I give you that file, treat it, bring it back to me so that I can send it to CAF and get whatsoever you want for. So now Eto'o wrote to CAF and say, hey, based on your status, based on our bylaws, the CAF bylaws, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and we stand on this ground. And CAF granted that to the federation, the Cameroonian Federation. So that's how he won the case against Jeremy. So that was another treason. Simple.
Celui-là, oh, il est champion d'Afrique.
Call Jackson, leave CRTV web. CRTV didn't watch it. What did worry you? Shout out to you.
Shout out to CRTV web who is watching, and we just hope you guys can fix things. And you CRTV should be where we are coming to get every information. CRTV web should be where we are coming to get every information, not Pafia who doesn't know anything. Another topic we needed to talk about was
also Prime Inbox.
Okay, we don't talk about the Refs Palava.
We
don't talk about that one.
So you don't come on Ledger?
No, hey, it told to this. Prepare yourself. Carry your receipt. Go for this. After interview, now you should not ask and say, we are not finished.
Bring receipt.
We are not finished. Or I guess you want to ask. See, that is actually one of the best things, and we really wish even the ministers and the governors and the parliamentarians and the senators. I keep telling people, Eto'o they actually teach Cameroonians until they no one pay attention.
Yeah.
Eto'o they actually travel show Cameroonians the way forward. The people no one pay attention because for some reason, na Eto'o, I don't like it. It be woo. If you don't take my girlfriend. It's more bad I don't sleep with my girlfriend. They just add other thing them. Okay, we'll get a call. We'll take the call and then
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, my brother with you. You're welcome to the show. My brother
and Shirley sister.
Eh?
Hello?
Hello? We can hear.
Hello?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah.
Okay, man, see what I pass now. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, We'll get you now very well.
We'll get you very well.
Salute now.
Thank you, plenty. Boss. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Now, my brother, I don't come back for work. I just like for better. Just enjoy that story.
You want chip in small contribution?
My contribution, I say, I want salon. I say, na jealousy go kill them. My papa ate to feast. If they got the way. My papa eto got the way. I want just salon. I say, Mona, keep on with the good work and the lifting, everything. I just salon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Before the interview, you go for conventional. You go prayer convention.
Yeah.
You go prayer convention. Before the interview, maybe they Benin for that prayer convention, and as he come back, they start that tentative of coup in Benin. So yeah, he's loaded. He knows that he's nothing without, and he told Parfait Aissi about it, man, that we often, God always fight our battle, because the plan that was put in place by Jeremy to push him aside was a very strong one, but God fought his battle and moving out of that. So yeah, definitely, he's a son of God. I mean, everybody is a son of God, but I think he has a special favor from God, to be honest.
I think that brings us to one other thing he said that people do not pay attention to, because the only one listening to Kungusa. Eto actually talked, say, it don't just keep my head. I think,
like, talking about the fact that God watches over the orphans and all of that.
No, not even that one.
He will come back.
Go ahead.
He will come back. So this man was lean back. This man was really, really annoyed with Jeremy. And I think it is somebody, I think when you see Eto talking that way about Jeremy, I think that he likes Jeremy too much. He liked him too much. And then this blow coming from Jeremy.
I don't remember that point before it come off my head.
Yeah.
When I remember telling you talk.
Yeah.
Where they talk about, you kick out all candidate them for run for election.
Yeah.
He answered the question. And then later on, when they ask you about discrepancies for Fika Food and Palava money, and when they clarify, they say, they need to understand how we somebody be telling same try the bank of Fika Food, they
$4.5 million US
dollars in about 4 billion. But then that way it come now, no day. And so now guess what? Some people they don't believe if one can run because they know how that money then pass. Their name they didn't. I get all the dossiers.
I get all the documents.
I get all the documents. So now why they didn't even show up? Because so for instance, some man that might be fed they had the coin. The Joya might be fed. If we come back right, they won't come back. We told already go enter with other documents. They will go shake and secure.
Yeah. COT.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was just, I told you, he came yesterday prepared. It was like nobody was. He asked the journalist, he said, man, out of 30-something million of Cameroonians, they couldn't find a suitable candidate to face me.
Yep.
That means we've set the standard very high. That was it. We've set the standard very high. And they knew, every people that was saying, no, I'm going to run for president of federation. It was not that easy. And everybody knew the requirement. The requirement was out there and reachable. To be honest, it was nothing close, reachable. Bring your paperwork signed, and then you'll be candidate. But even though
they even mentioned the fact the year one run, they actually reached out to FIFA. Tell FIFA say the current status in the favor of the candidate. FIFA not do nothing. They still run and win.
He win.
So it not stop any man from running and winning, beating him. So whatever they now.
Exactly.
And when the one way they even be more transparent.
Yeah.
I want to talk about qualification for World Cup because they actually asked him also. They talked about, they had a conversation about that. And as smart as it to be, now another place that way they be the one trappy. Okay, more take the color.
Okay.
I like the color very badly. Hello, Papa.
Yeah, I want to talk something back.
Go ahead.
Though we don't pass that topic.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing with this sometimes I say, most times people come online, try to judge, dictate, and talk the problem. I know the mean I mean like many callers about the problem where two people get there without having a first-hand knowledge about it.
Yeah.
If any person don't deal inside football, especially for Europe, you know why Onana went to the top. Even why Eto'o go to the top.
Yeah.
The mafia in football, way there for Europe.
It's crazy.
If you know the Onana, Eto'o, you will never succeed.
Yeah.
The thing where they Onana and Eto'o said na say now people with the same character, when they don't put a thing, when they don't put their vision, you know the cross inside. Those two people cannot exist. Onana is not wrong, Eto'o is not wrong. If Onana be being a weak person, enough for their position where they if you don't do football for Europe. Onana no get a problem. Eto'o no get a problem. Okay, Mark, tell you something. You see Onana, you see personally Onana. You see Ataranjipo, you see Eto'o.
Yeah.
Not administrators and that. Now let's say Ataranjipo they for the wrong place.
I actually like them. I did do a good job.
Yes, that is now the best minister that for Cameroon. The thing I said, he did in the wrong setting. And that is the same character Eto'o has, that the same character Onana has. Now, for you to be a good leader, you must be a dictator. With Benassi, me then dictator, we get a dictator with a vision.
Yeah.
Now, Onana go for Europe, he set the vision and the place where yes, you don't take it for go for Europe, but he get a chance and one take and go to the top. That is where the problem with him and Eto'o. Eto'o also is a dictator. This I brought here. This is what. So we need to understand first the setting where they did it. Football in Europe. I don't try a little bit. The only place we get mafia pass that play na Dakar or Mexico. So if you know, I swear, if you know Trump, like now if you look at all, all that people that when they succeed for Cameroon of football, look and they get character problem.
Yeah,
and a strong head. From Jeremy to all, it not be only for the all side. Why? Because wait, if you know strong head take stand, they will kick you out. Neither if you look at all time, analysts then they complain about football and say the strong head, not be strong head. Nothing way more million than the pass inside. You don't ever imagine 2 million than the pass that the kind stand where you need for take and for succeed.
That's true.
Onana no get problem. The thing I say Cameroonians they don't understand how football for Europe be man ask for one. These footballers, then where they there for Europe, right? Now carry them go. Now agent them from Africa. Today now be their man, now be their agent them. Now why? That's why they before you want to reach your player for airport, they don't team for you. They don't bribe you even at the so now mafia, the mafia way the inside you can't understand. For you for succeed like a footballer, you must deal like Eto'o, you must deal like Onana, you must deal like Jeremy. You can't be humble and succeed. Onana don't get a problem. Now the environment where grow they eat beef also this one. Because they did knock you side by side for use you. Just check small white people they work here for cleaning position, they use you. Then check for go to the top of those boy, they'll pay you that big money. You know how strong headed you need to be. So they don't get problem. Now just people they wait, they get a very strong stand and they get a vision. So there's no way Onana and Eto'o they fit function on one place corporate because they get the two same strong head. If he talk, he thinks the other man will shake him. And if you want to succeed, you must be a strong head person because you need to forget that hard way, not the fear. I know if you say them two get problem, the team trainer say we Cameroonians they will don't be used to or be too fanatic like the support who like. So we know the comes on time to understand the environment. But even that one, I don't think say. Them two they start their journey together. I know check say any man for media no it's a more Eto'o person. And I know check say any man for media no and a party. Now just say wait the environment where they grow the football for Europe. People then they travel for go play for Barcelona yearly more than 1,000. If another among the one people they succeed go play for Manchester United. No, now they strong head put it for them. Now positive now strong head will get vision for team where they do. If you slag one time they move you for game.
I know person go call after you na the Baron. You can't debunk all the two you don't talk. But thank you very much. Yeah, guys, go ahead. We'll go towards the end of the show. Any person you want to call me, go ahead and call right now. I took the talking about that World Cup thing.
The qualifiers.
The qualifiers, they bring her up, and I think I like the way we address the question. It reminds me of the same chap they talked earlier. See, they ask the question where we go talk. Say, oh, na minister make okay, okay, Baron, let's go. True Lion.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Now, hold on, I'll turn my volume down.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, hold on. First of all, when I talk something earlier, say Congo get mediocre players. I don't understand. What do I mean by that? How can Congo have mediocre players? The problem where people fail to understand, I say, we Cameroonians and them, we will follow football. We do like picking way, you need to visit, but it talks him, I mean, at the best cook. This Congo won and it talks, you know, this thing back in the 60s, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Those are the trailblazers of African football. I used to call them the Brazilians of Africa. So because Congo don't do this war and they did like Cameroon disorganized, Congo never be consistent, and theirs was really bad because of the war, right? But they are 2-time AFCON winners.
Yeah.
And then if you look at their current squad, they get Chancellor Demba, they get Wisa, they get Wan-Bissaka, and not see a right back or a defender who play level of Wan-Bissaka in football for Cameroon. Like present, so you join all them, none of them no reach a talent, Wan-Bissaka. So when you say that
squad now,
for this squad now, so
as we say one for this, because we get Jeremy Chitap, that one will cut and they say I know correct. Go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, Jeremy be no bad football, master. Maybe talk so Jeremy be no bad football. But Wan-Bissaka, yeah, of course. Now so the current team, them you cannot talk about them. Then now, I don't tell you this thing 3 years today. Eto'o and what you be named?
Moile.
Yeah, no, Nana. I don't tell you this thing. That's what Cameroon football highlight is all about. Eto'o and Nana. I don't know why that journalist even asked that question again. We have to move forward. You go ask that question, come now. Eto'o never explain what did happen. Yeah, no, Nana.
I agree with you.
Now Cameroon football that look at. I don't talk say this press. I used to follow a number of press people them for Cameroon back home, but I don't stop because they are part of the problem. And then the fans also are part of the problem. And I can tell you guys because they just jump into it and they follow whether it makes sense or it don't make sense. So they follow.
They just push it.
The Onana is 27, 28 years old. 29. They are your own generation. When na Gen Z, Ona waiting. They like social media. Yeah. As soon as that thing come also, the people where they manage the account, where they manage the account, they go ahead and make videos and all that and entertain the crowd, and people are excited, happy. For me, that's total distraction.
Yeah, we have to move on.
And when you look at the national team, I don't tell now. Pagu, me I don't know me Pagu, fine. However, I did listen to you. I don't put my ear there for ground. One thing where I realize now, say he's been put in a difficult situation.
Yeah.
Me, I know Cameroonian fan them. They say they get patient. I hear when I talk, say Senegal takes 7 years to win African Cup of Nations. Cameroon no be Senegal.
Yeah, we don't get that patience, to be honest.
They don't get that patience. If Pagu go, he get a draw and a win, he can be competitive. People they go believe in him. But if he go, if Ivory Coast beat we know Ivorians and they go crush Cameroon the whole time. If Gabon beat we, exactly. If Gabon beat we, Pagu will be in trouble. That's all I see. Because I've looked at the list. I see calls on guy where they play for 5th division for Brazil. Not that he's in 5th division, not my problem that, but the guy has the same profile. We have about 6 players in that midfield with the same profile. We don't get any person for create game. And then our problem for national team, we don't over struggle. Now, for play wide, when we play 4-3-3, for play wide, create opportunities and feed the strikers. So no matter how good those strikers are, and we just have only 1 week, I don't know how this Cameroon team will do, honestly.
Okay,
we'll take another caller, Baba.
Thank you, Papa.
Yep.
But I want to say something.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, David Pagu was part of this team for 2 years, right? I mean, for 2 years, almost 2 years now. He's part of the team. He knows the player. He's been there when they set up the tactical display, right?
Since when they may some be there on time and then come up before. Yeah, go ahead.
So he's been seen from within who is capable of what, and he said it right, and he said it that I saw from within who is capable of what, who is capable of what. That's why he built around them.
Yeah, but you call where that other man be talk.
Yeah,
you have
I want my contribution.
Go ahead.
The contribution I make, and I say that man of you can talk say Eto and Onana. They get the same way for reasoning. Eto and Onana not get the same for reasoning. Onana, journalists ask Eto say Onana one of the people in the game money for to put it for foundation. To make example, say they don't get their own for dog shop when they will give them money where they play for Barcelona sign contract. They will can't give money before they put Onana for this thing. Onana ungrateful servant. And plenty of Onana they did for Cameroon. What Cameroonians are a hypocrite. Plenty of Onana they did. Plenty of Onana they did. I say Onana a career and will go no place. If Onana they not give people to put Onana for down, she don't talk for Onana. I tell my brother Onana career no go no place. No go no place. If Onana not put his ego for down, may God take it go up. Onana no go no place. Onana the worst goalkeeper that ever exists for Cameroon. Or history for goalkeeper for Cameroon. If you follow on. Onana the worst from Thomas Bono to the date. Onana the worst way that exists for Cameroon for Paul. Onana any day to go play a -1. A -1. Now the goalkeeper they go play for whether for Belgium or they play on a third division. Now that the cash fine for Manchester. So I came back on for Manchester for nothing. So now that respect, or if you not respect for person, we show you road, it had everything but it did like karma. You don't get anything good for your life. As you don't discover, say you fight for you where we want to fight now, we make people deal with you one day. And I get another problem for we Cameroonians, I don't know how we do. If we get one young man where they fight with a regime where all man or old man way, they get mental problem. They will criticize the young man. Sometimes it is puzzling me about Cameroonians. It be wrong with Cameroonians. It will become all evidence because these people they can criticize and they tell you as if they don't bring other evidence. So for tender away, journalists they don't confuse or ask a question. Question they get to ask, they don't confuse. They still bring document. You bring more than 200 documents.
Most of the question they will ask, and I used to say go for the question.
Yes.
Now you should go for the
they don't know. They don't know what to ask. You call person for interview person. They don't know which one. But talk for the person. The person, the instead tissue now waiting for do. Bring all evidence. How many Cameroonians if you be for any association where they work, then they get evidence. To get evidence for everything you work. Then people will still can criticize it. Now this one, now this one, now this one. Me that papa, now they're very would complain about papa them. They don't remember government, they need to come out. But we get a young man if he get power for fight with the papa them. We're not ready. For that young man, we get to be criticized. See all the confusion. Oh, now they bring up a national team or minister. So we'll go side. Everyone again a fine team. If we not get that team spirit within, not gonna play. Okay. You don't play football, not go no place, no get to go. No place. Only confusion. You put your career, put this other man with the corner, say the man who say Lila, look your career, look at my career. For the very team Barcelona, you know if I even cash for Barcelona. But in you the legend for Barcelona. Sometimes we need for learn for people that they show we good, get respect for them. We need for the learn. But we Cameroonians will not do so. Immediately you empower person, and the first way you have to fight you, and the very person we empower you.
Yeah.
Any day you empower Cameroonian, the first person you can fight you, and the very person you empower. So they make people low spirit for help people. And give people the low spirit for help people. You go get foundation. So person can just say they pay for more than I can play. They get arrange their own stuff where they will pay for go foundation. I remember one go catch for academy, they asked me 1.2 million. I can't tell my papa for has boss laugh. Say yeah, 1.2 million. Also, 1.2 million come out. Since I 1.2 million come out. Now the person will put your foundation, finish, or they carry you go Spain.
Go all places.
Even I say the person take money, you carry go all places. Today, there's one person, you go join a young minister for fight the person. It's a very funny incident, my brother. I may lie you. Very, very funny incident. Now, I want you to contribute. We don't need for Stanford to a bad man to succeed.
Yeah, that only thing we ask everybody.
Yeah, only thing for that.
Thank you very much.
People will still be able to criticize it.
Of course.
They will still be able to criticize it.
Yeah, Baba, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I like someone to talk. Wait, Papa, you see want to say people they talk. He say which people them? That's small number.
No be small number. He say small team, small people where they give them money.
Yeah.
No be journalists.
Yeah.
Small bloggers. They give them money.
He already understands the majority of the population stand with ye, and if he General Assembly, if he come out 90 or 100% for both team, why you want to focus on because now football stakeholders, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one. Some person
this is just to add on what my brother come up for talk. So I was watching a show, a documentary today about the Republic of Guinea, and then the former president Lansana Conte that has a son-in-law.
Yeah,
he appointed as a minister of internal affairs or interior, whatever you call it, like Atanganji. And then now the same son-in-law is plotting against to overthrow him, to make a coup, to kill him. So what is to say that, man, the people, sometimes you leave them up there, the reason of your downfall. You're the reason of your downfall. But we are just pleading with Cameroonians to stand, or with the footballers, because they are the first first front people in this situation, to stand with the federation, to stand with the president, especially now that the federation is at the hand of footballers.
Yeah.
Stand together and make it work. Make it work. I don't know, settle your differences. Even Jeremy, settle your differences and make it work. Make it work. You come out of it greater. You come out of it greater.
About the whole Onana issue, trust me, no man is more Onana no strong head. We more take the call ahead on the traffic call. Hello, Baba.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, Master.
Great show.
Sorry, they look call where another man they call.
Yeah, I realized my brother True Lion, they're on the other line. So.
Yeah.
Good call. Good show, man. Good show, guys.
Go ahead.
Great show. So, man, I really enjoyed that interview. I really enjoyed that interview. I mean, Mina Eto'o not get the same political leanings, but
yeah,
I'm a strong supporter for that man.
Mm-hmm.
I think we Cameroonians will get a tendency for criticize people, even if we believe they will get democracy for pay, they will suppose to believe that everybody get a right for choose.
To choose, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, if you don't go stop the man from making his own choice, then you criticize him. I don't like a choice, but I believe in the man's vision.
That's it.
Our problem for PE, now this corrupted mindset with you are all leaders them. It don't make our people don't be blind, brother, I tell you. For example, if you imagine, say, I think it will even mention them. The minute, most people, they still go back to these old issues of the ministry is the head of football.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna oblige, you're gonna obey the ministry. Forgetting to know, say
that's ignorance.
My brother, even past ignorance. So it will come that middleman. Minister used to pay all these journalists.
Yeah.
See, for all the sport journalists for pay for all that station that they hate it though.
Mm-hmm.
They not even pass for giving interview. I mean, just to go online for just to check their website.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the word they end for Cameroon, these sport journalists.
Yeah.
Even go as far as for call it to Budman. I think these people then.
I saw it somewhere.
Bro. I mean, it will take time. 4 years. And people even fail for understand. People, they even look at the national team, fail for understanding grassroots football. It be very important for PE.
Very, very.
If you talk all that thing for national team, all these players, you get to develop from ground. For example, when Indomitable Lions in the 80s and the 90s, when our team will succeed, they will succeed not because of what? Because the second division, first division, man, the growth of village day.
Yeah.
You see second division team, you see Kafriyash,
Yeah.
You see players like in Tipa came where they develop from ground root before they go Dato Stevens and all these players.
Yeah.
Before why they see them on national team, you see them they play on second division, say this grande this grand will go far, So I mean they get to. And this issue for pay where it would even try to give money for the first division team president. They made the pay players. They made players that at least get small support.
Yeah.
You see most of the corrupt team president. They still want to use the face another old regime, which we just use the money, be house. For example, it will mention this guy for Limbe, Jalakwan.
Yes.
It's a small brother way. I kind of go back then, they see comment for line, how people, one of these English TV station for journalists call
Goodman.
Goodman. I bet you what is, bro, I tell these people, man.
Yeah.
My brother,
So,
na ignorance, na all that.
Massa, I just feel, say, I think, people did kind because it will get star.
Yeah.
It will get star, and people they try to project, say, maybe in the next 10 years, he might be big.
If you have,
Yeah.
if you have, that man
And
is
you-
aura a different thing.
And what I realize now, say, for pay, so we will not get accountability.
Yeah.
People hate when somebody come answer question, then give you proof.
Proofs. You want to show it.
You want to say no.
I think you
person-
even mentioned, I would not ever see minister for pays, she don't interview. They ask any question.
and the
It
enemy-
even try to explain what it do.
no.
So, I mean, we get to start from somewhere. And especially, I went to the frustrate me and say, now young people, they criticize the man.
Yeah.
Especially our brother from the west of the Mongo, my brother. These people go criticize. You go feel say the man don't kill, but people somebody for pay. Like, if you say the man don't want pay down, that's, so I'm a small contribution that
I
they
want-
below.
I
So
want
maybe
ask-
I just,
I want to ask you so one question before you go.
Yes, pa.
It bring up the fact say Bell be mentioned say he just come up for graduate from football. He not be competent enough for coach
He no get
football, and then he not only
competence, he no
end
get
for day.
experience.
He go for the actually. He not be competent for
brother.
manage football. He not only
My
end for
brother.
the. He go for remind Bell say first of all.
he been a genius.
He be the genius. He tell them say being a genius.
Since Etofi say, what was your take on that, especially when you Bell be talk?
My brother, each time when they give microphone for Bell, and they like Bell they kill me in small pieces. Because the man, the way he talk, the way he always try for slide Eto.
Yeah.
He try for just throw shit.
Na jealousy, man, bro.
He get this slight jealousy. You know, come on now, come on.
You know if he even contain
Come on
himself,
now,
na
like-
jealousy.
He go throw shit. I be very happy when I hear Eto throw that shit. He don't call no name.
Yeah.
It's not.
He say we not go find out.
It's a time go tell, Mama. You see, time. Give us time. Time go tell. If it should be as corrupt as people they feel say it be, then we France will pay you know. It's just the reason. My brother,
Yeah.
you know pay you know. Therefore, don't use one or two means.
Yeah.
And what you are really seeing as if during that election, most of the people who they want stand for election, every man get dead. All these people get cobwebs inside their cupboard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that if you stand, especially in Bumbunja, they say that man money when that man pick and for fake food, man. It will know that man now. It will know the man the amount of money we he take and for fake, especially when Lions. You remember one of the competitions where the players will be stock for airport. When Ministry of Finance provide money, the minister take it on share, Bumbunja take it on share. Players will be stock for airport. You know, now you expect to say the team could be stuck for airport, then they want to go play game, you expect them to the team win. You know, so it will take a little time. And even this issue for Onana, I just want me Onana calm down, man, sir. Sometimes they disrespect too much. I think I'll be screwing online. I just see that thing we go put up a TikTok or talk about.
Maybe we forget about them. When will they talk so they even put light on top?
It's uncalled for, my brother. It's uncalled for. But I just be happy. Say at least Etofi can clarify his own side. He'd be happy for presenting facts, and he knows that he get the facts. Everybody want to argue. Okay, that's their own problem. That's but as usual. Like it will say, you be a leader, you get to accept criticism.
Yeah.
And you do it to be right. Like he say, you want me to fire all these people, your brother and your sister, they work for you. When they don't pay them. You know, you don't be in charge for almost 4 years. No matter what years workers they get arrears like before the former regimes. Everybody be paid. So many people understand. I'm a small contribution there, bro, myself. Great show, guys.
No, thank you very much, Baba.
Thank you, guys.
Great show.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, man.
Oh,
we'll talk.
Together, yeah. In the year, Eto'o, like I said, for me, actually setting the standard, actually showing the way. As a country, we can actually live without this corrupt mindset, live with actually doing things they were supposed to do. He actually talks on TV for that interview for the beginning. I should get another caller. Hello, Baba.
Yeah, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening. You want to make small contribution?
Yes, I'll make small contribution, especially after I hear they talk about Mbombo Joya and Fecafoot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My 2 cents for this issue, I say Cameroonian they don't know to appreciate when things change.
Mm-hmm.
We like spontaneous good moments and forget the work we give for be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because man in Mbombo Joya, even though the probably man fi complain and say that Eto'o be put that man first for day.
Yeah.
Then I feel then that way they destroy this Fecafoot.
Hmm.
If you imagine say man be take lottery company if for stock. Who fi take lottery company for stock then fi manage football?
Hmm.
Then the man that they put them for day. You look Tombia Roko them. All the other people then when they become there, you need to know how money they work at. The only one serious president be na Iya Mohammed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now we don't reach phase where Eto'o to build things from the ground upward. It becomes to say people that need to go see games, make money enter federation.
Yeah.
We need to qualify, make money enter. Now we no say club they never receive money for World Cup until when Eto'o come. No, we know. So people they give to learn how to be appreciative for what way they do. As when I talk now, the one person this way, not only for football but all across the board, it be accountable. It be on for front press regularly.
Yeah.
For give facts about what he do in terms of management. Man, we don't come. Make sure say they audit the agency where they work for during and before and during start the work. Me would know who side the money to go. Me as we go this AFCON with Pagwa and everything, more just keep like expectation in check. No, no, say we did for transition.
Yeah.
All that the average age I think at 23 or 25 now. I don't
25.
drop.
Yeah, you don't drop to 25.
We are moving slowly. There's no spontaneous victory.
Yep.
But if we be patient, what he's doing, the morale of the players, even that of the fan, will be the kind where we will fit go for future competitions with more tranquility. Where players they know go to check about their bonus. Players they know the fighting and who be called because we go know say we get one man. Because when I see like what Mark Breeze they do, none of we come in and encourage the man for the do the nonsense.
Yeah.
Now we do all this stuff. So as for me, for cut and short, what they told you do, it might not bear fruits why he even did it. The more knows in the right way that I grow up where my mom teach me for go this watch Tonekala at a club they play.
Wow.
Canon them, you know.
Yeah.
But that you know this they exist.
Yeah.
No, you
know they exist. You today for your own the people that is rather go watch Barcelona they play or this thing barely go watch Tonel they play or you know. So there's work being done. More just be patient. Maybe as nature one time we might not see the results during this man tenure because football is what it is.
Yeah.
But if they let it do the work, I'll be sure say better things are coming forward. They bring my own contribution that.
Wow, Baba, thank you very much, man. I beg, always keep an eye on the platform. Anytime we will post flyer for do show, I beg, make sure so you be part of it.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the work we do.
Oh, thank you. Yep. The good thing I say, oh man, already why see this so Eto'o is actually doing something. Like Eto'o talk, and like we already know, there's just a few who, because maybe they have been paid or because they don't move Gary for their mob, the fee say they will just go against and continue for one destroy, continue for blackmail, continue for. We don't know why they did do them. We hope say they will move away from all of that. We are actually going towards the end. And even things only for talk about the Nganamwe thing because that was just one funny question Papa Isika asked him. And then
the question backfired to him.
Yeah,
right?
backfired big time. Fuego.
Oh.
You don't end now.
He said you want give plenty talking.
He'll call back.
So yeah, you know, we know if we go low to that level, man, we just leave it. Gael Nganamwe, which is a very nice person when you get to know her.
Okay. My brother.
Sorry?
You finally decide to contribute for the end.
You know, sometimes if I would just take the back seat here, you and us analyze.
Yeah.
Analyze this in them. You know, some of we honestly for several years, I've never been a fan of Cameroon football. Even this Eto'o, the president now like Jesus, I've never been a fan of him when he used to be a player. But I can tell you that I am the biggest fan of Eto'o that you can ever imagine now, because the kind of leadership way they bring them for Cameroon, and they just talk about FIFA football. I'm talking about, you know, sometimes you there because you are say Cameroonians are not used to this kind of leadership. Where a leader will come up on TV and be so transparent and give us numbers and accountability. Cameroonians are not used to it. You know, so even those in power, most often, you know, we defy because we are not used to the change way we see him. So it's like, why is he trying to be different when everybody else is going left? Who used to know about Africa food and all of those things?
Nobody.
So I don't really get much to say today, but I just want to call for Tanguna, you know, so much for keeping us really involved. Honestly, I know he knows this. So last week I missed a show. I actually had to go back and I sat down and I watched the whole show. Wow. I'm like, this is me having to be so involved in sports and so interested in everything. You know, every time I realized, say Magbis somebody get some 2 accounts on Facebook with Magbis name. They are not be right? So every time I'm reporting that account because as dumb as we Cameroonians are, sometimes we are following it, thinking this is Magbis don't talk this, Magbis don't say this, Magbis don't say this. And very often we don't know where the right information is coming from. You know, Magbis seem to be like that wishful family, you need one die. You know, no matter how bad way they don't do controversial for hey, you know, any one go anywhere. But I've been very impressed by the interview way to, you know, do last yesterday. I was very, very impressed with the maturity, the way he addressed even the minister, honestly speaking. You know, I've been expecting this week will come, you know, we go blast minister. He says, look, now my girlfriend, my pa, anything we would disagree about is about the law. And 19 or 18 or 19 out of those decisions, we don't be right. You know, challenge and the character that with people like Onana supposed to learn. They're supposed to learn. See, because you don't just disrespect somebody who has given you so much in your life. You know, the way he talk about Njarakwan, the way he talk about Kaji, you know, if you disrespect Kaji, because there's more to family than just the career that you had. You know, and for some reason, when I look at this quote where Repe column, you know, Padevi column for the Gango African Nations Cup, to me, this is, I will not be surprised that we get to the finals, honestly.
Just like in 2017, we're getting from nowhere.
Yes, you know, and even if we don't get to the group stage, a failure from a group stage with a Cameroonian coach, to me, is better than even getting out of the group stage with this policeman will get out from Belgium, right? Because for the first time, Cameroon is divided. On one thing, the only thing that has united us for so long.
Man.
Yes. Now Cameroonians are the one support minister, are the one support coach, are the one support people who don't like it too. Now, for the one thing that united us for so long, we are now fighting on top of it and getting divided. So I just want a situation where there will be some peace. But the question I want to ask now, what do you think is really going to happen? The first minister don't call a preparatory meeting. Maybe Magbis good day. Who knows? And what is going to happen at the end of the day? Because this is distraction to me, honestly.
It just struggle for me. They say this work for Cameroon government. That minister, it just struggle for, you know that, because normally on a regular day, nothing they will be able to do them. So you just go for continue. Even the budget where he go sit and then they say, oh, no, my budget. All that thing are just formality. Bro, that man politically, if you see Eto'o, watch the way Feka do work, watch the way Eto'o the work. If Eto'o come for TV, can she done bring all that document them and plenty the way they even use them. No, say they get confidence, they say they don't get conversations at a certain level. Bro, look at Bia, they receive the day they receive Bia where they want to go thank Bia for the election and things like that. That was the only person the president had a conversation with, even if not 30 seconds, even if not 40 seconds. But not it shows it is so that way we all know him. No, hey, no worry. At the only see all the things they happen. We'll adjust them after now. But look at the way he greeted Molekombi, like, and even the Molekombi, look at every a body gesture. It just shows say it was like, oh, the party. So now and the elections they come. Remember, say the election maybe go the way elections always go for Bia side. So not only for Bia, now for Gongo and the rest of them. But the last person with the one time against them, now Samuel Eto'o.
That's true.
Now the last person that they want against them, Samuel Eto'o. If they try them from February, it not go look well on them. And then that 2032, it not go look well for them at all. So right now for choose, either you choose Molekombi, you understand? Because the truth is, if Molekombi before now, we don't destroy Samuel Eto'o, right? If they possible for them to do anything. But it already failed. It shows that so the people do Samuel Eto'o and everything. So they just go for sacrifice. Now Molekombi will be the sacrificial lamb, and then they will move on. Now, what answer the other question you asked me since I not answer about the national team and
yes, this the current squad.
The current squad. My brother, football, especially for Africa now about 60%, now about 30% talent or 20% talent and 50 or 60% discipline, hard work, togetherness, camaraderie, and all of that thing. Then you understand. Now the reason we win Nations Cup for 2017, and even that squad will overclaim saying that the best 2000 and 2002, right?
2003. 2003.
Yeah, 2003. Nations Cup, and the Confederations Cup final. That team be talented, but they get on togetherness where
that was it.
Even though they be argue, even though they be fight, when they enter inside field, the discipline was different level. Now, why don't they break any man we stand for their way? Me personally, I feel like our squad for 2008, 2010 was better than that squad. But guess what?
Talented.
That togetherness may be there.
Yes.
That discipline may be there. Now, why that way they failed from 2008, suited 2017 for the Win Nations Cup. So this squad we did now with the person we coach them, if they're able to read game tactically and then tell us on a place on a face, if only they respect them, even if we don't win this Nations Cup, possibility there, so we'll win the next one. Or we'll win the other one. So for me, I get confidence for the group already. I get confidence for the people, the manager. More will go play and then see what will happen.
All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead, no, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, and for the thing that we was talking about, Mark Briggs for him is done, my brother. There's nothing Mark Briggs can do any. Or like you said, the minister organized that meeting that is going to happen tomorrow at 11 p.m. It's a routine, right? It's a routine that you remember when he was creating those meetings when Cameroon was playing and all of that. He always does that. So it's nothing special, and there's nothing he's going to say about it. It's just going to say
it will be invited for the meeting.
He said that all the administration that are concerned, even federation.
No, for the past how long they don't always invite Fecafoot.
But I think Oyeko was going to send someone.
Yeah, Fecafoot never just send a representative.
Yeah, I believe so.
You know, I not to take so much time, but I'll be very, very optimistic with the current team, with the current squad we get time. You see these young players, these young players, this new guy that they come.
Hungry.
Cameroon, just look at the goalkeeper where they bring them. I mean, it gives hope to any other child playing in Cameroon.
Exactly.
One day I can show up there. I just need to be good. I just need to be good. You don't need to play for the biggest team for Europe. Therefore, before if you come back or feature inside a team, And I just be very, 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 very hopeful. Say we see some good games, we coming up, and the fact that this Pa David is a disciplinarian. So I expect say this so the team. Can you imagine when last we see Cameroon team win lost games so play at the shadow for their cry 50 tears come out?
No, never.
We don't have that passion anymore because they all were paid.
Next hour they did nightclub, they did dance.
Yeah, they did club. They don't care anymore because they don't already make their name. They're not playing for the country anymore. They think they are bigger than the country. And now when it will be winning election, they say nobody is bigger than this country. Nobody is bigger than this team. That was to me the speech of the year. Because At the end of the day, we have all of these people making money in Europe. Some of them think that they are making money more than the whole Cameroon local teams. Just imagine money on America. He doesn't care about local. It's about himself, right? So it'd be difficult for disciplined people like that. The last thing I want to say, a lot of people criticize it to say, oh, they know call Onana Yimeka, they know call Onana, they know call Abubakar. But the fact that say, Pat David had been there with McBride, seeing all that disrespect
he knows
from those boys. Nobody even, and I think say if it will be insisted this, so you must bring these boys. If would surely deny that job, because you don't see the disrespect firsthand for locker room and on training and see all of those things. Yeah. So I think we are in a better place. So Mama not take so much time, but thank you guys so much for the show and thank you for keeping us engaged.
Before you leave. So and the thing that you said that this is going to challenge players, to the Cameroonian players, right? Those local players, to put in the effort. Not just the player. You see the Pat David, as you talk. You see they took him from the Cameroonian league, right? Yeah. And put him ahead. So even the coaches that are coaching, that are coaching in the National League, they are encouraged. Maybe one of these days their name might pop up there, and then they are now coaching the national team. So I like the emulation around the team. I like what the federation is doing right now about it. I like it.
Baba, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. So much. I appreciate it.
Yep. Me, I've been always talking since. That is what I want. Another color.
Masa, una don't decide tonight. Say,
me, I don't talk and since that was what I wanted for the national team.
Yeah,
a system where we don't need fields them or anything, just the structure. The fact say some coach for Kumba no say if he coach fine, he go coach junior national team. Some coach he no say if he not take bribe, he be straightforward. He do the tweak for do him. He win competitions and all of that. They go call you so they for manage national team. Now, if this Carlos Kamini don't come out, they don't bring in another man. You understand?
Yeah.
Guess what? The man to go do your own. Well, start saying they produce a result. It don't start be complacent and play as them and this and that.
We have to clarify that. Some people are saying that maybe this Carlos was dropped because there is a feud. No, there's no feud. This Carlos is actually in Spain going classes to be a coach. So that's why he's no more available to that, because he's undergoing the classes to be a coach with the Spanish Federation. So that's why. So a lot of people are thinking that it was dropped or something. No.
Oh, I don't hear. Now the same thing Alexander Somtudi do. Like all of them. Guess
they
what?
Don't understand.
Because
the door is open for them.
Then now, if you get a certification, you get whatever you do. Go for the side. Start with on side. We'll give you the chance.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's even economical.
Yep.
They pay the man how much? 128 million. If you want to look at the time, Pagu there for a 5 or 10 million or waiting. When more extra money or the keeper, that man look for
inside those players.
I think that. So sometimes we just the visionary in a person way in know what we do. More give it time, more support. The only two be get for the ask for me. Now he say the Caribbean bond will fire. Since no one asks me, I will
bring her.
That is the only thing you're supposed to do. Accountability. Why player they not dress fine? Why player they not do so? Why player they know? Why player? That's it.
No, the indiscipline was a lot, my brother. But we thank you very much, guy. It was a nice piece. We've spoken for more than 2 hours now.
Yep.
So we're gonna call this a night, and then we're gonna come back in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, a day before, after, and then to keep having this conversation. And these are the conversations that make us grow. You see, we've had a lot of ideas, a lot of people call to chip in their own views of things, and this is how we make our community grow. So we thank you everybody on the comment section. Thank you those who have shared, those who have liked. Thank you Chindos. Thank you for the callers. I cannot remember all the names, but thank you guys for always being around with Toride. And like Nasako used to say, this is our house, this is your house. So there's not something that he or we are doing for ourselves. We are doing this for you, and you are doing it with us for the community. Thank you guys for watching.